Yeah.
Hey YouTube, Sunday, and we had an amazing Masters tournament just happen. Congratulations to Rory. After the flame out in 2022, you came back. Individual sports are such a mind game, and it looked dicey for a bit, but he came through, and just the emotion and everything else that he showed, and after he won it, it was just amazing. My dad, rest in peace, would have been crying uncontrollably over this. Um, yeah, Rory's done something rare, like one of six golfers to do a career Grand Slam, six majors or four majors. That's just crazy. I mean, I mean, golf is such an individual sport, and you're playing against yourself, and to accomplish that is just a phenomenal, phenomenal thing. Um, Please remember to hit like and subscribe, and we'll get into it here. Obviously, it's Sunday evening. Who knows what tomorrow will hold? We are, whew, I think we're a week and a half into whatever kind of trade war this is, and now the only tariffs are, or well, 10% tariff on everybody, and then the 145% on China, but not electronics, but maybe electronics. Nobody's quite sure, and yeah, I think this here sums it up perfectly. Tariffs on, tariffs off. I mean, I'm sure Monday it'll be something different, but this is. I know the bond market almost hit over 5%, which is, I from just some reading I've done today, is epically bad. Like, nobody knows what'll happen if the U.S. bond yield goes over 5%, other than it's really, really bad for every economy on Earth, and nobody's quite sure because it's never happened. Nobody's quite sure what would happen or how bad it would be. But I did love this because I mean, China's just not having any of it. I guess Trump's reached out to them, wants Xi to call him, and Xi's said, "No, I don't want what happened to me. I don't want what happened to Zelensky to happen to me. There's no way this is happening." And Trump's like, "Oh, but pretty please, will you call me? The ball's in your court. I'm going to take tariffs off the electronics and phones, and now will you call me?" And Xi's still like, "No, dude. You started this. You can reach out to me, and hey, I got an idea. Why don't you just eliminate all tariffs?" I guess that's the current ask from China, is the elimination of all tariffs. Um, and I think Trump will probably have to do it. I mean, things are looking dire out there, and um, if this is any evidence, things not looking good for the Republicans. And the Cook brothers are, maybe not know them, but they are, for 40 years plus, they've been the primary backer of every Republican and conservative group. I mean, they look like some crazy conspiracy theories kind of wallboard with string going everywhere, but they are the epicenter and just the funder of all things Republican Party for the last 40 years before Trump. And now they're stepping into it, suing Trump, and guarantee they're pulling the strings on a whole bunch of Republican congressmen to rein this stuff in. So it should be a very wild, wild week next week. And then, this is the Fight Oligarchy rally. And I think this is in Utah. How crazy is that? 20,000 people to listen to Bernie Sanders and AOC in Utah. I mean, there were like 38,000 in LA, and then Bernie spoke at Coachella, and there was like 120,000 people there. This is critical mass type stuff. This is something I don't think we've ever seen, except for maybe the Black Lives Matter protests in 2020. But that was when, pretty much everybody was locked down and, had the time to do it. I mean, this is some pretty amazing stuff. And then I obviously, in my opinion on this trade war stuff, I mean, this image says it best. I mean, you have, yeah, he's an authoritarian, but he's led his country very successfully for a long time. And, this is perfectly encapsulated. Like, he's done with this foolishness. He is not kowtowing to Trump. There is nothing, they don't have to, frankly. Um, they hold the minerals, they hold the cards. China is developing trade relations all across the planet as we disintegrate. And there's just one person to blame, literally. Well, maybe two. I mean, Stephen Miller's pretty much culpable, and there's quite a few people in Trump's orbit that are culpable. And I think probably the media needs to focus more on them, not Trump, but that's what it is. That's where we're at right now. I hope to, on this channel, start to talk more about them, like Lutnick and Stephen Miller and some of the people around them that deserve to have the light shown on them. But right now, this is what it is. We've got the Mad King Donald throwing tariffs on everybody or not tariffs on anybody, and I don't even know how a business can operate right now. You literally don't know what's going to happen day to day, what your costs are going to be, what your inputs are going to be, and it is hell for a business. So again, just want to drop a quick video on here. I do think there's some very encouraging things going on. Um, Hope we get through this. Anyway, good night, YouTube. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll hit you up again tomorrow. Bye.